There's a girl when I was in school. Thank God my wife is not here. There's a girl, my wife knows the person because we were all in school together. The girl was madly in love with me, and that was why I broke up with her. Or I never dated her. Let me tell you how it was. I was a pastor in school. Because you need to see what the issues is and how they affect you. Because you need to check. You keep moving your dustbin. You keep moving your dustbin. You keep moving it. But what is inside the dustbin, you're not treating it. Some of you, you know what it is? The emotional issue is that you've been abused. You've been raped. You want to get married, but but before you get married, we have to deal with that horrible experience of rape. And the rape could have been your dad, it could have been your mom, it could have been someone close to you. But instead of you to deal with it, you keep praying and moving your basket, and God is saying, don't you understand? Before I can give you a partner, I need to heal you, or else I will give you what? Damage to somebody else. And when I give a damaged person to somebody else, you will damage him, because that's what hurt people do. Hurt people. And a lot of you that are praying, and that's why a lot of marriages are suffering. Where are my plates? Bring my plates for me. A lot of marriages are suffering, and the reason why they're suffering is simple. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for the plates. You know, the reason why they're suffering is the fact that it was two damaged people that came together. So it's a competition of how do we what? Damage one another. When you come into a marriage, you should come whole as a plate. You should be single. Single means whole. You should be single whole. You should be single whole. But most people don't come single like that. What do they come? They come half. So you are half, he is half. He said the two shall become one, not the two halves shall become one. The marriage works when two whole people become one, not when two damaged people become one. The problem is that you are thinking that marriage will fix you. No, marriage only amplifies you. He said two are better than one. That means if you were damaged before, when you are married, you will be what? You will be better at damaging. You'll be a damaging contractor, a damaging specialist. This girl, when we were in school, she would always come check me, but I could not commit. I could not say we're dating. I could not. How could I say we're dating? I don't know what love is. She'll come. She used to stay without traffic, so like 2.5 hours from University of Lagos drive. She doesn't have a car because this is long ago. One day I told her home, because I was a fellowship pastor. I said it was weekend, there was Easter, I didn't go home, there was nobody to stay at home. I said I'm here, and they said, oh, then you're in school. I said there's no food, that all the food stations are closed, so I've gone home. You know what? In 2 hours I saw her in my hostel. She had brought food. She hired she made the food. I said, I just bought the food, I dropped the food, I'm going back home. But you know what? I couldn't. As a matter of fact, she told me that, what is wrong? I said, I don't know what is wrong. And I told her, I think you're not in your senses. That's what I told her. I think you're not in your senses. I think that, I said, the way you love, I don't think this is how normal people love. I thought she was the problem. I did not know I was so damaged. I could not receive love. Is that not what is happening in your marriage? You're so damaged that your husband is loving you, your wife is loving you, but you cannot receive love because of your emotional baggage. I remember some years ago, before my mom passed away, I sat her down. I said, why did you do this to me? And she looked at me and said, I'm sorry. He said, that was the best I knew. He said, I was only trying to motivate you, but was in a negative way. 2 years ago, my stepmom, my Jamaican stepmom, she's moved back to Britain where she met my dad. 2 or 3 years ago, she was 80. And she called me. Kate said, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. I just want to apologize to you. I want to apologize because I never allowed you to spend time with your father. He said, but listen to my side of the story. I'm not a Nigerian. I was raised in a foreign culture. I don't understand polygamy. He said, that was why I responded that way. I thought they were trying to cheat me in a native land. He says, I'm older. I lived in Nigeria for years. Now I understand it. He said, but the damage has been done. He said, all I can do is to ask for your forgiveness. And she said, can I get your brother's number? Can I get your sister's number? I would love to call them and also apologize to them. He says, unfortunately, your mom is dead by now. And all I kept asking myself was this: if I'd allowed this to ruin my life, where will I be? In my family, I probably were the only one that's still married right now. My sister said, it's a demonic thing. I said, no, it's a programming. Because there were emotional baggages we carried into this. See, I'm a very honest pastor. I'm not perfect. And I'm saying to you, all of you that are married, even if you're married, it doesn't change anything. You still carry it. You will be in that marriage and you will be so lonely, and your partner will try to do everything to make you happy, and you will think it's your partner's fault. Meanwhile, it's you. Have you loved someone that it seems like a bottomless pit? No matter what you do, it doesn't reach them because there's something wrong. And I'm saying so because the first thing you have to do today is to identify the pattern. You need to sit down and identify the pattern and say, this is wrong. Why do I keep attracting people that break my heart? Why is my marriage so sad? Some of you are here. You know the challenge? You're trying so hard not to be like your dad, not to be like your mom, and that's what you're becoming like. You saw how your mom was maltreated because she had no finance. And you know, one lady in the choir shared in the other service, he said that I saw how my father abused my mom because she had no finance. He said, I made up my mind, I will have my source of income. You get into a marriage, the man says, don't work for 2 years, get pregnant. He said, never. I know what you want to do. He has nothing. You are just reacting from your past. You are the kind of person that puts mileage on when your husband goes because your father was a cheater. So you say, oh, honey, where did you go? It's how do you know? Maybe your driving is just 25 kilometers. You went today, it's 32. And 32 means that that's your friend that is a girl. That's adjacent to our house. And the reason, see, you start calling problems to your marriage. You start calling what does not exist. And the reason why is that there's emotional baggage that you need to take off. But you are so, do you notice how I don't even feel it? Because you can get so used to it, you never feel it. To you, all the girls, all they want is sex. What happened to you? Where did you grow up? Who told you that? What happened to you? All the girls want is money. What happened to you? There's this fear you have. Another pattern is attachment and detachment. When some of you, to detach is a problem. When you attach, I mean, there's a divorce I was involved in, and one divorce, they brought the divorce to me. I told them, but I told you guys 15 years ago that this will end up bad. I said, because the way this girl was hanging on, I knew she had a negative attachment syndrome. You just can't let go. You can't let go. You can't let go. Because there's a story within it. You've been left alone for so long, you just can't let go. And if you're watching and you're listening, Jesus